Hard living is the life for me.
Okay, so it's lunchtime, and Nat and I found a little food to order restaurant. So, how do you say food to order? You all say food.
อาหารตามสั่ง
And what does that mean in English?
order cook
Order cook. How do you say in Thai language?
ตามสั่ง
There you go. We have a market in this little town. I call little town. They probably say village here. But it's only open every other day for some reason. Every other market is open every day, but this one's only open every other day. And if you ask Nat which days are open, it's a wild guess. But anyway, there's a little restaurant food to order across the street that we've been eating at sort of regularly. So we're going to go over here and see if they're open today because they're doing some work on the road here. And I want to show you how cheap it is. Most of the things will be a lot cheaper in Isaan. Like eating food and stuff like that can be a lot cheaper. But the other day we got fried rice and
ไก่กระเทียม
chicken and garlic. And then we both got a fried egg to go with them. And the bill been set. Patsip? I think like 80 baht. Crazy, eh? That's less than that's $2.33 or something for both of us to eat. Crazy cheap. But anyway, let's go check it out. Sawadee kak. Wani but my? But, okay, so she said today they're open. See, they're doing these new gutters here. Drainage. This is what Nat's going to need at her house soon. He's trying to tell him to go forward, and the guy's sleeping. Not even in the truck. Where'd he go? Oh, he went to get a beer. And any kind of mixed cement like that, they actually call it CPAC because that's the big company, that's a cement company, CPAC. So when you ask for a cement mixer or something, they're going to say, oh, we need to buy CPAC. So that means, for them, means like the cement truck. This is our menu behind us. And it's all in Thai, so not many foreigners eat here, I can tell you that. But as you can see, it's 60 baht, 50 baht, 50 baht, 35 baht. It's cheap to eat here. And this is cooked to order. So a lot of restaurants specialize in one thing. They'll cook almost anything here. So Nat, what do you want for lunch? So we've discussed this at the meeting of the minds, and I'm going to have the basil chicken or basil shrimp with an egg over it. Nat's going to get gang pet. I don't know. Pik gang, which is a stir-fried red curry. So we get an omelet with shrimp in it as well. So there you go. We're going to go ahead and order our food and be back with you as soon as the cement truck leaves. What I want to show you is the benefits of living in a smaller city. I've done postings about this on YouTube and in the member site. If you want to experience Thailand, live in a small city. Because you're in a bigger city, it doesn't reflect the values of the Thai people because they take on the values of business people that are worried about finances and money and time and all these things. People get rushed around more and they have to deal with foreigners more, and their attitudes and values and stuff change, which is normal. In a smaller city, it is really Thailand. And so I'm going to show you the small city that we're close by. Now, Nat's parents' property is about 15 minutes from this town out in the middle of nowhere. But this small town is only like 2 blocks long. And so doesn't have any traffic lights or anything. So I want to give you an idea by interacting with a few people, showing you a few things what I like about smaller cities. To me, what attracts me to Thailand in general, what I always appreciate is that it's a lot like when I was a kid. And what I mean by that is about the friendliness, the openness, just the casualness and simplicity. It's all the things I love about Thailand and why I appreciate coming to smaller cities and being around smaller towns. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of this today around this town. So you get a special treat, a special viewing today about what's going on around. Also about Matt's parents' house. We've gone through our second crew. They're off doing something else now. And part of that was because we had talked about our concerns about the amount of steel and the going into the flooring and stuff like that. And they said, oh yeah, we'll take care of that. And it turns out they started building the walls and they didn't put the little steel rods in and stuff. So when we brought that to their attention, they got mad and said, okay, we'll go work somewhere else. And so we're on our third crew. But what's interesting is everyone gives us the estimate on that work that we need done, which is pour the floor, finish off the foundation, the footers that weren't done right. Those still have to be finished off and re-poured. Pour the floor, float it, build the walls with steel in them, leave the spaces for the windows, install the doors and everything. It's all coming up to be about the same labor-wise between all of them. So I can tell you, for that much work, it's going to be $30,000 for the workers. So that equates to less than $1,000 is what it's going to cost to do that, labor-wise. And we got to pay for. The agreement is we pay for all the materials, which is the way to do that. Unless you got a contractor and you agree on the price and you're happy with that, he'll take care of all that. So that's what's up with the house. I wanted to mention it doesn't have anything to do really with Isaan. Within a year, they're going to phase out these plastic seals on these water bottles, which I think is a great thing. I can't tell you how many times I go like this with my finger, and I can't find the place that has the perforation, and so I just end up handing it to Nat, especially in movie theaters where it's dark, and she'll pull this thing off and unwrap it. Well, the thing about it is I actually thought it was a safety seal, but really they say this isn't really for protection because it's got the plastic cap has safety seal that you have to break when you open it. They say this is actually to keep water from leaking out of these bottles. And so they say the amount of waste that these create, especially in parks, and it doesn't dissolve, it's not a biodegradable seal, that they're going to eliminate those, which I think is, they said a problem of 520 tons of cap seals are dumped into the environment each year. 520 tons, that's a lot of these guys. Oh, there we go. Let's talk about food for a second. This is what we got. 2 dishes and an omelet. Thank you. Now, rat cow means over rice or with rice. Nope, the truck's coming back. I might have to stop this again. This is called hot chili. If you say my pet and not spicy, and you can say met, the classifier for these are met for chilies. So if you go Nung met, Song met, Sam met, it'd be 1 chili, 2 chilies, 3 chilies. Okay? Same with tablets, pills, things like that, mint. Pick Nung met. So anyway, this is a basil with shrimp, with onions, shrimp, chilies, a couple other things in here. So we got that. Matt got, what is this? Pad Pik? Pad Pik Moo. This is a pork with almost the same thing, but actually it looks almost exactly the same, Matt. It's got basil and everything. And then we got the omelet, which is a shrimp omelet. I'll tell you how much all this comes to in a minute when we finish eating and pay the bill. Also, I want to mention to you, when you go into restaurants, many restaurants now, you're going to have the option of a bottled water. Oh, the cement truck's back. A pitcher of water, drinking water, and then an ice cooler where you go get your own ice, fill your glass, and then you have your choice of waters. Don't worry about the ice. The ice comes from an ice plant now within Thailand. All the ice is okay to drink. You have an option of bottled water. This usually costs 10 baht for a bottle of water, which is 34 cents US about these days. But the drinking water is bottled as well. It comes in larger bottles and is delivered, and they pour it into pitchers and also cook with it. So you don't have to worry about the water and the ice anymore here. So that could save you 10 baht or 20 baht or whatever, how much water you drink in a meal. So there you go. I'll let you know how much all this is when we're finished. And then we're going to peruse around Isaan. I'm going to show you a little bit about this area that we're in and what it's like and what I appreciate about it. And we'll be back in a few minutes. See you. All right, well, we're done eating. And as you can see, there's not enough here to make a positive idea except on the shrimp. So we got basil shrimp, a shrimp omelet, and what's the name of that one? Your dish, Churai?
Pad pig.
Pad pig. Nong Kap, Raka Tarai Kap. 130 ใช่ไหม? Okay, so it's 130 baht for all that. And that would be about $3.82 US with today's exchange rate. So $3 less than $4, we got a whole meal for 2 people. Come on, huh? Amazing, huh? So we're gonna pay the bill, then we're out of here. I'm gonna give you a tour of the town, a little bit about the town, a little bit about Isaan, what I like about being here and stuff. I don't speak Isaan, so I'll be speaking Thai to these people when I do interact with them. So stay tuned, fasten your seatbelts for a life in a day, or day in a life in Isaan. Thank you. One thing I like about Isaan, or small towns I should say, is if you're a good guy, everybody knows you're a good guy. So you need to be careful. People know. But they also know if you stop in a restaurant all the time, people are going to recognize you, know you, and that's a great thing. You know, you develop a rapport, a relationship with people. This can also happen even in the 7-Eleven where I get my coffee. So I'll show you an example. Today we're going to probably be using a lot of our built-in microphones on the camera. So the sound might be changing throughout the day depending on what camera and what microphone we're using. But bear with us. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the people using the ambient mics. But anyway, it's coffee time.รู้แล้วเหรอ ทำไมรู้แล้ว
ใช่ไหม
ใช่สบายดีไหมอันนี้เดือนกี่เดือน8 เดือนแล้วเหรอโอ้โห Thank you. This little city's only about 2 blocks long, and I want to show you, we've got the small independent stores, like this little hardware store, hardware/, I don't know, dry goods store. Where you can buy most of the things you need. And I'll show you what they got. Very friendly place as well. I'm looking for a little continuity tester. Let me get a sip of my coffee first. Ah, that's good. Okay, let me show you the local little hardware store. And this is typical of hardware stores you'll find. They cover just about everything. And they got some food, some hardware, plastics, things like that. So let's go see if they have a continuity tester. Across the street is a Lotus Express. Lotus is a big department store that we have. And this is a Lotus Express, which is similar to a little 7-Eleven convenience store type thing. So let's see what they got here. Toys, things for the Wat, to give to the Wat temple. Sawadee Cup. School and stationery supplies, everything from birthday candles to staplers. They'll usually have a worker come follow me around in case I need any help. Let's see, plumbing, hardware, glue guns, lights. Let's see here. Not sure of that. They have a multi-tester.
Hello, what are you looking for?
Hello there. I'm looking for. I want to test electricity with we call continuity tester. It's a little light.
Okay, a little light.
You know what I mean?
It's just running.
Yeah. This is it. Oh, very good. Yeah, that's what I need. Ah, thank you. Very good.
My pleasure. Ini gimana? Đưa mà đu bữa S 29 bạn. 29 ok. 150
Alright, so we got our continuity tester for 29 baht, which was less than $1. And now we're going to head off to the gas station. See, we have pharmacies and motorbike shops, some motorbike hardware stores. This is where we buy our hardware across the street here. So we got hardware stores. The gas station is like, you can see I need some fuel here. The gas station is like, there's our local ice cream vendor. The gas station is like old style gas station. And any of these gas stations will still wash your window and stuff. I don't know if they'll check your oil, but they will wash your windshield if you ask them to. But I'll show you the old style gas station we have here. Now this Rippermobile uses diesel, but when you say diesel, any word that has an L on the end, once it's written out in Thai, that last consonant that's an L becomes the sound N. So instead of saying diesel, you'll hear me say decent. Now a lot of times, because it's a foreign word, they'll actually pronounce it correctly. Now, I've never gotten it here, so... Now see, there's the letter N, so I can see which one, and D. See, this is nice about being able to read a little bit of Thai. Looks like they're giving away free water or something as well today when you guys buy the gas. Looks like old style, doesn't it? Isaan, 500 baht. Khop local coffee shop and some thumb maker under the trees here, selling some Buriram, Cafe Buriram. You're probably wondering, why don't you get Cafe Buriram? And which is old style ancient coffee, which is Robusta beans that are filtered through like a sock. And the reason is that I go to 7-Eleven and get it. It's with my coupon, it's almost the same price. So this is better grade of coffee. They use a Arabica bean here. These people now are starting to dry rice already. And they just put it out on the road on tarps, and you go around them, no problem. But anyway, that old style coffee, right now I'm not eating a lot of sugar, and so if I got that Maiwan, Mai means no, Wan means sweet. If I got a Maiwan, it would be like mud. And where I can go into the 7-Eleven and get latte Maiwan, as you probably heard the lady say. Well, she knows what I want already. I don't know at home if you could go into a convenience store and they would already know what you want. But that's the cool thing. It's like being again and when I was young, where people knew you and knew your habits and stuff. But anyway, I can go into 7-Eleven and get my cafe, my latte, which is mixed with a little bit of milk without sugar, and it's very palatable. So anyway, and here's the road that I go down, and about 50% of the time I go down this road, some snake will be crossing this road, like a 2-meter long snake. And I think it's a cobra. In fact, I think there's a bunch of them. When I say I don't want to say it's the same snake all the time, because I'm not sure if it is. But Nat and I have a running joke. She asked me one time, why does it cross the road? And so I asked her, why does a chicken cross the road? And you know the answer to that probably already, to get to the other side. So anyway, we'll see if we get a snake today, a snake sighting. Snake sightings are fairly common here in Thailand. But I'll show you how common snakes are here. If you're ever someplace and the dog is barking, and you see that it's not barking at somebody or something, it's usually barking at a snake. Well, this happened while we were eating last night. And let me show you why the dog was barking. We were eating and you could hear the dog barking. And so Nat's father went to check it out and found the dog barking at a snake. Her father says it's aggressive to humans. It actually will chase humans, so I'm not sure about that, but we'll check it out. This has got to be the worst road. It's hard to see. At nighttime you can see with my lights on how bad this road is, or if it's filled with water from the rains, the potholes, but really bad. I gotta traverse this every day. Anyway, so yeah, the snake. I didn't see any snakes on the road today, but one day maybe I'll have the camera on and we'll catch a snake for you. On the camera, not catch it literally. It's always a challenge negotiating these potholes here. But the roads are like this. They're funny. It's funny because they're talking about giving all the villages, which are these mubans like this, internet access. I gotta worry about this car coming around this corner. Internet access, but they don't even have good paved roads, so I think that they should put the money into the infrastructure of the paved roads before they go on to internet. Now, up here on this corner, we're gonna see if I can get Nat to come back later and talk to this lady here. If you look in this house on the corner, she's weaving silk. See this? She's here weaving silk. And so we're going to see if we can come back and talk to that lady about her silkweed. And then there's a foreigner here. I don't know if you can see, he's sitting there under the tree. He owns a house there. One of a few that live around here. So your husband from Netherlands.
Yes.
And มาที่นี่บ่อยไหม
Really, he live here.
He lives here.
Yes, but we have house inside in that. My house for my parents. Because we don't have money make house yet. He have job sometime like that. Sometimes 3 months, 2 months. Come back 3 months, 4 months, and go back work like that.
ธรรมดาอยู่ที่นี่
ธรรมดาอยู่ที่นี่
อ๋อ อันนี้ซื้อดิน3 ล้าน no ใช่ไหม5 ล้าน 30 ไร่
ใช่
How long ago did you buy the land?
3 years.
3 years already?
3 years. Hi, you can come look.
Now you plant the rice by hand, right? You put the rice in the din, Chama? You put the rice,
No,
or do you
you
put the
can go
seed? You put the seed?
Yeah. Okay, can go little bit.
No, I have to go.
No, I want to show. If you want to make video, you can see where they're planting right now.
No, maybe I'll get my wife and we'll come back. I just wanted to stop and shoot some video. The man was planting the rice, throwing the rice, and I was going to do the video, but now he's finished already.
I planting that side too.
Yeah.
Finish this side and that side. But this is homely. This side is ripery, black rice.
Black rice.
This side.
And
this side not planting yet.
And Thai hom here.
Yes.
Jasmine rice.
Jasmine rice.
Yeah.
This library rice. That's
And
library.
black rice.
Yes.
And so you all live here in Mubana, right?
Yeah, หมู่บ้านหนองม่วง หนองม่วง
Nong Hong.
Oh, I buy ice cream for them.
No.
Want to or not? He like my husband a lot.
Yeah. He sells a lot of ice cream to your husband. Sells ice cream to your husband, huh?
Yeah, come. One cow. One to or not? It's nice. My husband like a lot.
Yeah.
บอกว่าผัวมักกินแห้งเนี่ยในน้ำ
Oh,
บุญ
he's got the
1 2 4 คน
coconut. He's
5
going
ค
to
น
put this in. Very
พ
good.
ญายสาร
เพิ่นเอายังเพิ่นเอาแก้วสิ
เพิ่นเพลนี่ you did or not
Huh?
you info this
Yeah.
okay
Chop หมักเปล่าด้วย
คิดว่าจะเพิ่นหลงทางเพิ่นมาจอดที่นี่หลงทางสิเลยวางสิ
Wow, look at this.
ว่ากินไอติมบ่นี่ซื้อไอติมให้กินไอติมบ่
มาจากไหนมาแอบถ่ายรูปกันแก๊กๆเลย
Wow.
เอาบ่นี่
All right. Well, maybe we'll stop and talk again. Okay, soon. I'll
Yeah,
stop,
yeah,
come
yeah.
and say hello. Okay? ขอบคุณครับ ยินดีที่ได้รู้จักครับ So now it's rice planting time. And everybody's trying to get their rice in the ground now. So you see everybody out planting. Where are you going?
ไปร้านค้า
By what?
ไปร้านค้า
What's like that?
ช็อปซื้อน้ำแข็ง
Okay, well, I'm going to eat your ice cream without you because I actually bought you ice cream. No, you can't eat it with a coconut.
ขอบคุณกลับมา
No, it'll be gone when you get back.
ตอนนี้เหรอ
I can guarantee it's going to be gone because it'll be melted. It's already almost all melted. Yeah.
อร่อยมาก
อร่อยมาก I stopped to do our time lapse, and then some lady stopped and started talking to me. And then the ice cream man came up and she said her husband loves to eat this ice cream. Here, I got to try it. So I bought ice cream from the guy. Why, you can eat the whole thing? Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.